I know y'all have heard about the girl who came on TikTok and shared that she feels like parents who are wealthy are 10 times better than parents that are broke. And a lot of times, due to our childhood experience, we try to make meaning of why certain things happen. And sometimes, a lot of times, people will reduce the lack of resources, the lack of love, the lack of support and emotional capacity due to the lack of finances, especially if that's all they knew. And then there are those that grew up wealthy who will also express that they feel like they didn't have a good upbringing because their parents were never there. They were raised by nannies. Their parents were always out of town. While yes, they got everything that they wanted and needed, they also were emotionally neglected. Um, in my role in my job in my industry as a therapist, being fortunate to work with kids from wealthier families as well as kids that are impoverished areas, I would argue that one, it really depends on the values of the parents and what they're teaching their kids and how their values show up in protecting and nurturing their kids more than money. You have kids that grew up in wealthy, influential families who will go out and do drugs, who will go out and feel like they need to be promiscuous, who have been molested, who have been drugged, raped, like all types of stuff. Your social economic status does not discriminate you from these different violations and family dysfunctions. I say all that to say that yes, money does matter in certain ways, but what really matters, especially when it comes to parenting, is the values. Parents' values and how important it is for their children to be exposed and or protected from different things. Not only that, culture plays a big part in it too. In tradition and how certain people, certain groups of people tend to